Welcome to the Why Not Us podcast. We're just a few dudes navigating life and talking about it. Thanks for listening.
Geez,
Wow.
Joey, we've been sitting here for 15 minutes.
No, you haven't been. What were you in a tub here? What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, I'm taking a bath.
Like Flash?
I was just telling Jordan, so, our house isn't finished yet. So
Yeah.
we're still waiting on that. And I'm still up here in our mother-in-law suite. So it's just one big room. There's the living room, the bedroom, the kitchen, everything's just open. It's a wide open concept. So Kelly is currently asleep. Felix is currently asleep. There's white noise blasting in there. And so the only place I could do it tonight was in the bathroom. So here I am. Laptop's on the toilet. I'm leaned up against the bathtub, and I'm excited to get this pod going tonight.
Love it.
Jordan's driving, by the way, everybody.
I see that. I just got home from the Home and Garden show.
Do what?
Oh yeah.
I didn't expect to hear that. What did
Yeah,
you do that for?
we have a table at it. Our office does, and I get a day off work for working it.
For the Home and Garden show? Wow, what does that entail?
You just sit there and answer anybody's questions. I had some guy walk up to me tonight. Why is the Allegheny County Treasurer's Office at the Home and Garden show? I said, community outreach, sir.
You said, great question. I have no idea.
I about gave him the boss's number and said, hey, call John Weinstein. Here's his cell phone number. That's that fucker.
So, what is the Home and Garden show, though?
Dude, like contractors, anything you think of, name it. Food wise, vendors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
It's a fair rate off. Work that and get a PTO day.
yeah, I worked all day, but then I worked 5 to 9 at the show tonight. So I was there 4 hours, and so it's not bad, dude. I take it any day of the week.
I mean, that's it's no different. It's no different us working our job and going working a basketball game.
Exactly, yeah, just like normal for me. So, hung out, had a sub, and I get to leave work a little early to get to the show, make sure I had some food.
Yeah.
So
Do they have a hospitality room for you?
they've got they've got like hospitality food you can buy. But I stopped at Penn Station Subs and got a sub on the way at 80 when I got there.
Nice.
So,
what's your go-to sub from Penn Station?
Club, baby, the club sub, no tomato.
Nice.
It's got honey mayo on it, so good. Usually I get fries, but it was going to be too greasy trying to eat that thing and be at this fucking event, so I decided not to.
Oh yeah, did you eat it while you were driving?
No, I walked over from work, so it's all downtown in the convention center. So I just got there a little early and ate it in the convention center.
Legit. Jordan just got done with lacrosse. That's why he's in the car.
Yeah, big lacrosse game tonight. Who's the winner?
High Point won over Queens 20-6, I think.
Is High Point pretty good at lacrosse?
Yes.
Yeah, they've historically been very good. Yeah.
Or is lacrosse so bowling here for U Pike is different. So they're I guess bowling, there's no divisions or whatever. I don't know if that's changed, but is lacrosse similar in that way, or is it there's
No,
ACC,
there's division. Yeah. So Duke, the ACC is probably the best lacrosse conference in the country. Like your best lacrosse schools are like John Hopkins, Duke,
Maryland.
Syracuse, Maryland, UNC.
Denver's pretty good for some reason.
Yeah, and then lower level, non-power fives, it would be Jacksonville, Richmond, High Point, St. Joe's. It's a very big in the Northeast. You look at anybody's roster, and there's kids from all over the Northeast.
Gotcha. I'd love to see a game in person.
Good men's lacrosse is good. Good women's lacrosse is good. There's two different sets of rules. Women's lacrosse can be a little hard to watch from the pace of play.
There's different rules?
Yeah. So on men's lacrosse, you have face-offs. Women's lacrosse, you have draw controls. Men's lacrosse, you have penalties like in hockey that you serve 30 seconds, a minute, or up to 2 minutes. Some are releasable, some are not releasable. Women's lacrosse, you have fouls, and then you have cards, red or red. I think it's green, red, yellow. They have different colors. Usually they're yellow, and you
Yellow.
serve those. And then ground balls and turnovers are different on each side. And then also too, men's lacrosse, you can check people and hit them with sticks. You can't in women's lacrosse because they don't wear pads. They just wear goggles. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, Joey, how about that memory that popped up today, dude?
Dude, I was gonna say that was really funny that you posted that, man. Was it really 5 years ago?
Yeah, it popped up on my Snapchat. You know how that Snapchat you can get like memories or what? Well, you don't have Snapchat anymore, but like every day you get these memories of like snaps that you did like from years ago or whatever. I think it's like
Dude,
random, but that photo popped up and I was like, man, what a night that was. We've talked about it on the pod before, but what a
we had
night.
a time, man. We had a time that night.
So for the people that are listening, the photo that I posted today, which is Tuesday, March the 7th, was from when Joey won all that money at that bar in West Virginia. Can't remember what it was called, Sam's or something like that.
Dude, I don't remember either. And the backstory is they have little like Keno machines in the bar, and we put $20 in, maybe $40. I can't remember what we put in. And it turned into $750, and they didn't have the money to pay me, so we had to open a tab on that money.
Remember the owner was playing in the band that night too, and he was like, "I got to go check on my other location, and then I'll be back with your money hopefully by the end of the night."
Yep, and then we ended up running into the owner at another bar later the night, and he gave me my money.
It kind of felt like a drug deal, honestly.
It really did. I mean, and we talked about we drank that bar at Bourbon, or we drank the bar at Makers, maybe I can't remember what we had.
Yeah, Makers.
But yeah, and then late night, if you remember Jones, I don't know if you talked about this, we were eating that pizza, and there's a great video of Jones, not in his best.
Oh yeah.
But he was having a good time that late night. So
I think the clergy sent us that video not long ago.
Yeah,
I remember that.
You went in between conference tournament and WNIT, didn't you, Joey? Wasn't this between that when you went?
I don't know, dude, because no, it couldn't.
If it's 5 years ago, this was conference tournament.
It was a pseudo bachelor party, if memory serves me right.
Yes.
Maybe it was. Yeah, maybe. But I couldn't have had that many days off, Jordan, so I don't know.
Well, that's what makes you wonder, because like if it was 5 years ago, we just had lost and we were going to Penn State. I think it was between that then.
I don't know, dude.
I remember you being gone.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm trying to think, man. It would make sense if like we had practice that Saturday and had off Sunday or something like that, maybe. I don't know.
That's what I thought, because we got eliminated on like a Friday.
Because we stayed in a Marriott. I remember I had free nights or something, Jones. Remember we got that room
Oh,
free.
yeah.
In Charleston. But yeah, that was, man, guys, that was a great night. We had a lot of fun because Jake's brother was there awesome. The first night.
Yep.
We were there. It had to have been Friday, Saturday night, Jordan. It had to have been.
Yeah, I thought we got eliminated and you win or something like that. I can't remember.
Maybe we had the week off.
And speaking of winning a bunch of money, Joey is going to Vegas.
Yeah, I am. We're not really there to gamble.
It's probably a wedding. You know, I don't know the backstory on why you're going.
So it's actually, you're going to think it's crazy, and it's going to be, I'll try to keep it as short as possible. So we're going for the National Horse Racing Handicapping Contest. It's called the NHC. And I say we because it's me and a guy who I've befriended, who I met on the internet during COVID. And he is a middle-aged, I don't even know how old he is, honestly. I've been to his house. We've gone to Saratoga before together, he and I. But he told me if he ever won an entry into this contest, that he would take me with him or ask me to go with him. And lo and behold, the guy wins an entry, and they pay for $400 of his flight. They pay for 4 nights out there. That's part of the entry that he's won. And he's just having me come with him to help him. So it's really sort of a business trip in that regard, because we're going to try to win this contest. So wow. I don't know how much gambling is actually going to be done, because we're literally trying to win this contest that starts Friday, runs Friday and Saturday. And if we advance out of Friday and Saturday, we move to Sunday. So we're going to be sitting in a ballroom, handicapping horse racing with fake $2 bets for 8 hours a day on Friday and Saturday, and then potentially Sunday if we make it to the finals. So
Who's hosting it?
what's that?
Where's it at? Who's hosting it?
It is at the was Bally's, Jordan. They've rebranded to the Horseshoe.
Caesar's
So-
Palace.
What's that?
Caesar's Palace.
No, not Caesars. No. But so this guy always said, "Hey, I take you," and I said, "You know what? I'm in, man." So I booked a flight. I don't know, about 4 or 5 months ago, I booked a flight when he found out he won. He won the entry. It was a free entry that he won and a free contest. I kid you not, guys. This is how fickle horse racing is. He literally took all 15 races, took the amount of horses in each race, put it into a random number generator in Google, and whatever number that thing spit out, he put in as his entry for each race. And that's how he beat like 500 people to win this entry.
Wow.
So first place wins 750 grand.
Holy moly.
80th place is probably going to be the min payout, we think, and that's going to pay 10 grand. So we think roughly 650 people are in it, and some people have multiple entries. So when I say multiple, I just mean 2. So we think close to 800 entries is what we're thinking. So we're thinking 80-ish places get paid. So we'll see, man. It's going to be a lot of luck involved, and he won a free entry. Like the only money I'm spending is to get out there, and then whatever I want to spend when I get out there. And again, we're not really going to gamble. So we're going to go to some conference tournament games on Thursday, and then on hopefully at some point I got a buddy who lives out there who's in the Air Force, so I'm going to see him and his family and wife and kid hopefully at some point too.
Dude,
So
that is awesome.
yeah, man, it's pretty neat, and for him to say, "Hey, I'm going to take you," and then him to actually want me to go with him, it's kind of cool. So none of us have ever been, so we know what
I've
to
never
expect.
even heard of that.
We did, and see, I'll be honest with you, Jones, I never had heard of it until COVID, because I kind of got back into watching horse racing because it was like one of the only things sport wise to watch.
Uh-huh.
And I just met him in a random group that, like, a lot of us who were using the software to watch horse racing. And we've been friends ever since, man. Guy calls me once a week usually and loves to talk. Admittedly so, loves to talk. So it's hard to get him on the phone sometimes, but he just wants to talk about sports or whatever. And so
Cool, man.
But yeah, if you want to follow us, there's a website, Jones, we can send to a link. But his name is Mike Mahoney. So the entry will be under Mike's name. And I don't know if he's going to let me pick races. I'm sure he's going to want my input the whole time, kind of thing. So I've read the rules all the way. So
is there like a live feed of this going on?
Yeah,
somewhere?
so it's going to be covered by FanDuel TV. I don't know how much they will cover it. What I'm saying? Like, I don't know if there's going to be like a live show there. I have no idea because I've never been. But FanDuel TV used to be like TVG, which was the horse racing network. It's now being rebranded to FanDuel TV. Yeah, it's supposed to be covered in some capacity by them. So.
And hopefully you got good news next week of, quitting your job, maybe.
Dude, I don't know. Like I said,
next episode, you're $750,000
right.
richer.
Well, it'd be my buddy Mike's money, so I don't know if he's planning on giving me a whole lot anyway. I think he'll.
Are you giving him input?
Yeah, no, and I will be. That's the thing. Like,
See?
he and I watched horses together before, so he's going to take my input into consideration. And
You better
again,
work
he's
out
bringing
your
me out to,
percentage
like,
before you win all that money.
you can imagine too, Jones. This is like you're handicapping 36 races over 2 days, so it's a lot of work. And 8 races everybody does each day. So like 16 of the races are chosen for you, and then 16 of the races you choose on your own. So it's a lot of work, right? There's 8 tracks to consider amongst the 32 total races you're going to be handicapping. 36 that you're going to be handicapping. So yeah, man, it's going to be a learning curve. We talked to a guy last night for about 30 minutes who's been before that I know here locally in Pittsburgh. So it gave us some insight. But it's going to be interesting. I've been looking forward to it, man. I'm just ready for a true proper vacation. Most of my travels have been for family or for weddings, which are great and whatnot. But this is going to be a little bit hopefully relaxing as well as work, though, unfortunately, when we're trying to win this thing. So we're trying to treat it like a business trip. So
the 8 races he gets to pick, he's probably going to pick tracks he's familiar with.
Well, and here's the thing, Jordan, I'll be honest with you. You're exactly right. But he hasn't honestly been handicapping horses. Like, he's a big sports bettor. So New York legalized sports betting sometime last year. And once that happened, he just kind of stopped watching the horses again because he had sports to watch. So like I said,
Gotcha.
him getting this free entry, dude, was insane, right? Like he literally just put a random number generator, and those horses won. Like that just shows you how fickle it is as well, right? Like you don't have to do anything, dude, and win. You know?
Is it a mixture between harness and saddle? Or is it
No,
all
no,
saddle?
it's all thoroughbred, man, all thoroughbred, and the tracks are
Okay.
already picked out ahead of time, so I know which tracks they are. I don't think a lot of the fields haven't been announced for those days quite yet, so we probably can't start handicapping until Wednesday or Thursday. But yeah,
Gotcha.
it'll be interesting, man.
Wow.
Will be interesting, and he's a good guy. He's an interesting, unique individual, as you guys can probably imagine. But he's a nice guy, so I'm looking forward to it. My girlfriend first thought when I was going to meet him that I was going to get kidnapped and or raped or something and die. But,
I was concerned too when you went.
So you met him twice, basically, right? You've been
I've
around him
only ever
twice.
been with him once for a weekend. We went to
Okay.
Saratoga up in New York. He had me at his house. His wife was a great hostess as well. They have a couple dogs. So it was nice host. Showed me around his little town there. So
it turned
Yeah.
out to be a normal human being
yeah. I mean,
and
Just a
doing you a
nice-
solid now. That's cool.
yeah, no, exactly, man. And for him to like actually come through and say, "Hey, I'm really serious about you coming," and then me having to decide to do it or not. So
Well, it sounds
the-
too like, I mean, he respects your opinion and input.
yeah. I know a little. I know. I shouldn't say I'm an expert, but I know what I'm talking about, and I've learned a lot through the years. Because I used to love watching horse racing and going to races, in my mid-20s and whatnot, and then I kind of just stopped doing it. And then COVID hits, and it kind of re-energizes my love for it. And it's a difficult thing to do too, man. It ain't easy to pick freaking animals to win, just like it's not easy to pick sports teams to win. So.
Mhm.
But we'll keep you guys posted. And again,
Yeah.
starts Friday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, and it'll go through like 5 p.m. Pacific out there. And then it'll pick back up again Saturday morning, same time. And then if we're in Sunday, the semifinals are like the first 3 hours of the morning, and the finals are at the quote unquote final table, aka like poker, in the afternoon on Sunday afternoon. So
Freaking tight, man. Well,
Yeah.
if you think of it, take some pictures and videos and send them to me, and
I'll send you guys a video of the room. I've seen like what the room looks like from other people, and it's insane. It's just people. It's just a massive. Imagine a massive ballroom with 700 people in it. Trying to handicap horse races, and then like big screens all over the place. So
Freaking nice.
Hey Joey, can I get a Charleston Wilmington a score update? Is that final? That championship game?
I saw it was tight late. And it definitely is final. I'll tell you that right now. I was hoping Charleston would win, but they did by 5.
Okay.
Heyo.
They were. I mean, they're not considered for an at-large, right? Even though they're 30-3.
No, they had to win to go in. Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted Kelsey to get it. He's such a good guy.
Oh, Pat Kelsey. Yeah. I forgot he
Yeah.
even went there, Jordan, until recently. I saw they gave him a contract extension and stuff.
Yeah.
Just somebody y'all knew from Radford.
He was at Winthrop when we were there.
Okay.
I think
he'll have a Power 5 job before the next couple of years.
I think he'll take Xavier. He'll want to go back home.
Sean's not going to leave. He just got there.
I think he'll hold out for that if he can. If there's some point that he can get that job, I think he'll take it.
All right. Mark that down.
I don't know. Or maybe he takes UC. I think he wants to get back to Cincinnati if he can.
Okay.
I don't know.
Cincinnati's a pretty fun city.
Next topic. Sorry, I just was wanting to know that Colonial Championship.
Jones,
score.
you were in Durham?
Yes, I was in Durham for Kelly's birthday weekend. Yes, we went down there. Family lives there. Spent the weekend, and we actually got to go out on a date night without our child.
Without
Just
Eli.
just her and I, and man, it felt odd. Like,
To not have him?
yeah, it's like we haven't done this in a while. What do we do? But when we get there, like we had a reservation right at this place, and the clergy knew that we were going there, and he's checking in with us all the time. Like, are you guys excited to go? He's, looking up the menu on the website, and he's like, man, it looks dope. Like checking in with us like constantly. And we're like, man, he's really interested in this place. Started to get a little suspicious. I might
Sure.
add. And then we get there, and there's a bottle of wine on our table that he and Pam bought for us, and it
Aw.
It said from Clara. That's it.
Oh,
So got us a bottle of wine. It was pretty awesome. And then we went to another place after that, had a cocktail and a dessert. Yeah, I had a good time, man. Watched the girls play soccer. So my nieces are in a travel soccer league. So we went out and watched them, and the weather was like perfect. Gosh, it was beautiful there. Like 70, 75 both days we were there. So we spent a lot of time outside. Yeah, fun times. And I traveled back. I had to travel back on Monday. I left at like 10 till 6 because I had to get back here for a meeting at noon.
Mhm.
So basically got out of the car, got the dog inside, and then went back straight to a meeting.
You hate that?
Yeah, it sucked. But got it done, man. Got it done. Fun times. You guys we have our segment again, our life hack, life tip, whatever you want to call it, segment. And here's mine. Do not buy traveler's insurance for your house.
Travelers. Oh, like the actual company Travelers
Yes,
Insurance?
don't buy
Okay.
their insurance. Because when you have a claim, it is going to be an absolute nightmare.
Jordan, what insurance do you have for your home?
it's through Geico, and they sell it out. I think Geico owns Travelers, so I think we have Travelers.
Well,
Well, Jordan, if you ever have a claim with
everybody-
them, it's going to be a nightmare.
Everybody's experience is different.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I'll say with that. But we're still battling, trying to get our money.
Jesus. I mean, they haven't sent you anything yet?
We've gotten the bigger check for like the construction part, but then there's like the whole contents side of it where you've like lost items or whatever, things got damaged, to get those replaced, which is a pretty hefty size check. And we need to start replacing our stuff to get back in our house.
What did you guys actually lose, like material wise, other than like
Oh,
drywall and stuff?
like a
Like, what was
bunch of
the-
like clothes and shoes and our bed,
Okay.
which is a Tempur-Pedic bed, like furniture, vanity in our
There was-
bathroom.
There wasn't anything that like was a gut punch, like some Felix's first something or whatever. It wasn't
No.
like memory stuff. Okay, that's good then.
No, nothing like that. Nothing that we had like a strong attachment to.
Okay. I was a little worried about that in the beginning, but it's one of those questions you don't want to ask.
Yeah.
But
No, nothing like that, fortunately. But yeah, that's my life hack. But you don't know, like when you're buying insurance, you don't know what a
You-
claim's going to be like.
You just buy what's the best or what your buddy has or somebody
Right.
you know.
You get the best rate and you move on.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got any?
I was packing tonight. Travel light.
Travel light.
It's not really a life hack. It's just a lifestyle, really, for me. But
And don't be like that idiot that was on the plane trying to stab a flight attendant. Did you
Yeah.
guys see that?
like travel light and respect the workers there, man. They do a
For
job.
real.
They're doing a job just like you have one too. Don't be a jackass.
Draft beer makes you less full than bottled and canned beer.
Because the CO2 releases.
So if you're trying not to get full and you want to drink all day and they only serve bottles and cans, ask for a glass or a cup. Don't be ashamed of asking for that.
That's right. That's a good one, Jordan. I like it.
Love it.
Guys, March Madness. It is right around the corner. And we need to get our bracket up. I don't know what all that entails. One of you guys probably know how to do that. So when it comes time,
We'll
do our
create a
bracket.
group and we'll have people out there participate in the group for us, guys. We'll do a Why Not Us March Madness Bracket Challenge.
And we know at least our group chat will be in it, but anybody else is welcome to join it. We'll make a post about it, put the link in our description. We'll do all that good stuff. So when it comes time, you can join the Why Not Us Bracket channel. Why Not Us Bracket Challenge.
There
And
we
we'll
go. That
Figure
was a
out. That was
challenge
a
today.
mouthful. And the winner, maybe we should do some coffee.
Absolutely. The winner's going to win some coffee from our sponsoring title sponsor.
Or maybe some Celsius. Celsius sent me like 2 cases of product that I
There
haven't
we go.
cracked open yet. So
Well, is that
shout
because
out.
of their lawsuit?
Yeah,
They're trying to get
lawsuit
rid
with
of the product.
Flo Rida.
Yeah.
They had a lawsuit with him. I think they actually ended up settling with him.
Really?
Yeah, because he was like a brand ambassador and he
Mhm.
was owed a bunch of money and their contract apparently ran up and they didn't end up paying him or something. It was a whole big deal. Yeah, that's the short of it. Players Championship is this weekend.
Big golf tournament.
Big time golf tournament. And this year the purse is $5 million more than what it was when Cam Smith won it last year. 3.6 million, I believe,
Give
was
me
the winner
Justin
last
Thomas.
year.
Justin Thomas is what I think I'm landing on.
Yeah. He won
Well,
it what, 2021 or something like that?
I don't know if he's won it, Jones. I'll be honest with you.
He's
He
won
only
the
wins
Players.
PGA championships. That's all he ever wins.
Yeah, I don't think he has.
I thought he won the Players. No? Was that not the tournament they showed him full swing? First episode?
No, that was a different tournament.
Oh, I thought that was the one at Hilton Head. What is it? The RBC? Wasn't that the one they showed him when Spieth won?
Maybe it was. No,
Million.
Jones is right. Jones is right. He's absolutely right. It was the PGA. Or I mean, it was no.
No.
That's PGA Championship. I'm
It was
sorry.
the
No,
Players, right?
no, we're all out of whack, guys. No. He is not. He's not one of the players.
The
Okay.
Spieth JT episode was
He won the
Spieth won
PGA
at the
championship.
RBC.
PGA.
Yeah,
okay.
it's Spieth won the RBC at Hilton Head after
Yeah.
the Masters.
I've watched the first episode, by the way. Really good.
That's what I was gonna say. I've watched all of it. If you, Jones, it's worth your
Yeah.
time if you're a golf guy. Golf fan.
Episode 2, I started it over the weekend in Durham. I'm about
Mhm.
10 minutes in, I think. Kepka was the episode 2.
Yeah,
JT won in 2021. He 14 under.
he did. Okay, all right. Jones is right.
There you go, man. See? We got a couple facts straight there.
We don't get many, but we get that right.
What a roller coaster that was.
Yeah, I like it, Jones. My only gripe is, I mean, I know golf already, so it's kind of different than like the F1 thing because I didn't know much about F1. Like I just wanted to see more action. That was all. I loved it. I still liked it. Very informative. Very just cool to see that side of those people's lives. And I just want more. I guess is where I'm at with
Yeah.
it.
Really cool.
You didn't know
that-
you didn't know what the cut was. By God, they told you what the cut was. They mentioned it about 100 times.
No, but that's how it works, Jordan. Like they're trying to educate.
I know.
you.
I know.
I didn't know Spieth and Justin Thomas were that tight.
Oh,
I
yeah, they
guess I
practically
never-
grew up together.
Yeah, I
y'all.
never really paid attention.
Fowler's
to
with those
that.
guys too. He hangs out with them a bunch.
Yeah, I
Smiley.
like that they always play their practice rounds together and play money matches. And
They're the
talk
golf
about-
boys, if anybody remembers. Jordan, I'm sure you remember. They're the
Yeah.
golf-
It was them boys, Smiley. Who else was in that?
Those four. Fowler.
Yeah.
Fowler.
And
Spieth.
Ricky, yeah.
Watson, Bubba Watson. was a part of
Give
that?
me Tony this weekend plus 2,500. Give me Tony.
Tony Finau.
Yeah.
Finau, I like him.
Jones, Bubba Watson? He's on list.
No.
So he can't be in that.
No, I'm talking about he was a part of the Golf Boys in some of those videos.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah. Who am I going to go with? I'm going to go with Rory, man.
He almost won last week at Bay Hill.
I'm going with Rory. Come on, Rory.
Rory plus 850. Joe, you took who?
Justin Thomas. Chalky. Probably 12 to 1, 13 to 1, I guess. I don't know.
Hang on, I'm trying to find plus 1,800.
18 to 1. Okay. It's pretty good value. Golf betting is ridiculously hard. Imagine trying to bet on 156 guys to win a tournament.
Yeah, I was going to say, have you ever done it through Prize Picks or DraftKings or something
Yeah,
like
I've
that?
bet on golf before in the past.
Yeah.
Joey and I hit big on the was it US Open 2 years ago?
Yeah, Jordan and I were at a golf pool and we won, I don't know, a couple $100, right? You and I, did we win it
Yeah.
together or did we win two separate pools? I can't remember, Jordan.
We won 2 separate pools that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's fun. It's fun. It's very. I like the pools better, Jones, because you get multiple golfers in these pools versus taking just one guy to bet on. So, like, I'm sure there's golf pools this weekend, Jordan, if we wanted to find them, but no one does one that I know of.
Well, Andrew Dean's the only one that we do, and he does all four. Woodsy does what the mass doesn't. Woodsy does
Yeah, he did.
majors. That's the
And you could
that's
do
the
like
pot.
you could do a DraftKings lineup or something like that, or FanDuel lineup.
Yeah.
That's fun too.
I was thinking, Joey, that you did it in your office or something like that.
What's that?
Don't you do picks in your office or something for golf?
We usually do for the yes, correct, for the majors. We will. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of
Nice.
surprised the guy doesn't run it for the PGA. I guess not the PGA, for the players this weekend, but he's probably just, it's not really a, really big one. So, but yeah, yep, you're exactly right, Jones. Good memory. I forgot about that
Good
already.
memory.
Shit.
I
Yeah,
mean,
well-
come on, Joey.
We'll have it again soon. You're right. But no, it's always fun to have like a little bit of action on it. I won't be watching a ton because we'll literally be focused on horse racing unless there's other stuff going on in the room, like other TVs that have that stuff on it.
Yeah.
So
I'm starting to get the itch. I'll be playing golf here pretty soon. And then
Jordan and I'll see each other next Friday. We'll be playing Saturday together.
Oh, heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have a fantasy baseball draft. We're meeting up to do the draft live and then play golf.
We got to get this golf trip planned. We got to do it.
We need to.
Jordan, let us know what you need. But we got to get it on the books.
Yeah, I gotta look into it. This, I think I've already got one or two. Got to figure out what weekends are good for everybody again. It was so hard that far in the future.
Yeah. Man, it snuck up on us quick, which is crazy because we were talking about it, last July?
No, it was after my bachelor party.
Terrible time. Anyways, speaking of golf, Super High Five this week, we're going to move right into it, is going to be our Super High Five golf clubs. These don't really have to be in any particular order unless you just want to put them in order. But if you could only take 5 golf clubs with you to the course in your bag, which 5 clubs are those going to be? And I'll start. I'm going to go, I'm going to go top down, I think. I'm going to take my driver. I know Jordan's not going to take his. I'm going to take.
That was the goal this year. It was a New Year's resolution. I don't know what he is with it.
I'm going to take my 4-iron. I'm also going to take my 8-iron, my 50-degree wedge, and my 56-degree wedge. Those are the 5. Probably not going to need a putter because I'm just going to make it with my 56-degree.
I like that.
I'm not going to change it, but I honestly didn't even think about the putter. I think the putter is just a given.
Well, you didn't take it, so it's not in your bag.
You didn't take it, so it's not in your bag.
All right. I didn't take it. Don't need it. Don't need it.
I'll go next. I ranked them in order, but I guess you're right. At this point, there's no particular order for this in reality because it's just 5 clubs. But for me, it was a driver. Love my driver, Callaway. I've also got like this 1-wood / 3-wood, but it's really a 1-wood thing that I got at the Cox's driving range in my first ever set of golf club bags, or my first ever set of bags, or I can't say this right. My first ever set of golf clubs that was in this old school bag from the local driving range in college. That's got the words written on top of it, TNT, and it's really bent and messed up. I love that Jordan is like taking tongs to like rub his face.
No, it's my belt. I'm trying to.
Oh, it's a belt. It looks like
go
tongs.
change. Yeah.
He's taking his clothes off currently, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Get over on YouTube.
Head on over. So I'd like to take the TNT 1-wood.
We're about to see a 1-wood here. Jordan keeps taking his clothes off.
That was good. For me, 5-iron is my favorite iron, so I'm always gonna have the 5-iron. Putter, I'm the best putter here in this group, so I'm taking the putter, and I'm the best putter among anybody.
He is a good putter, confirmed.
And the last club for me was very difficult, honestly. I just wanted to take 4, if I was being frank, but I went with a 9-iron. So
Nice.
yeah, that's my 5.
Nice. I'll go putter, 56 degree, 8-iron, 5-iron, and then my hybrid.
Gotta go the hybrid.
Gotta go the hybrid. Need to get off the tee.
Jordan hits the hybrid anywhere from 200 to 240.
You can
Yep,
fucking
depending on how much distance I need. Yep.
Well, guys, short episode, but great episode as always.
always is.
We're going to try to do next week. We've been doing every other week. If you haven't noticed here, listeners, sometimes it's been hard to get our schedules together, but we are going to try to get on track again next week. Stay tuned for, Joey quitting his job and winning a bunch of money.
That'd be great.
We're going to be rooting for you.
Still need some insurance, but we'll figure that out anyway. I'm still healthy, 35-year-old, knock on wood.
But seriously though, as soon as you figure out that link or whatever, send it to me and I'll make a post about it so people can follow along.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, guys. Have a great rest of the week. We'll see you next week.
Loved
Peace
it.
out.
See you, boys.
Love it.
See ya.
Thanks for stopping by and lending us your ears today. If you like what you heard, check us out on Instagram and TikTok at Why Not Us Media, or stop by our YouTube page, the Why Not Us Media Podcast, or hit up our website at www.whynotus.media.